welcome or welcome back to my channel. This is Lucy in Colorland, and today I'm ready to show you my updates for the month of August 2025. And today I have 4 completed pages in 4 different books to show you. Some of them took me a while to complete, and I tried to put all my effort and love in every single detail. So I'm pretty proud of all of them. I also have a bunch of whips to share with you today. But first, I want to start this video with some new books in my collection I've got in August. So let me grab all of this and show you what I've got. The first one is The Story of Pandora, illustrated by Songjum Jin, and this is variation of Alice in Wonderland. I really love this story, and I have just a few pages in different books about Alice in Wonderland, and this book is all about this story. So I've got it in the thrift store. It wasn't in a very good shape, so I tried to clean it up. And here I have just a few pages colored by a previous owner. But I'm planning to erase as much as possible and recolor them. So this is just a few of them. Overall, this book looks pretty nice. A lot of work to do. It mostly untouched. Yeah, and I love books like this because of its unique art style, and yeah, I found it challenging but interesting for me. So yeah, can't wait to try to color in this book. Yeah, so it was my first purchase, The Story of Pandora by Songjum Jin. The next book is also unique for me. It's Botanical Wonderland by Rachel Reynard. And again, her art style is very unusual and specific, but I really wanted to try something like that. And this book is untouched. All pages are clean and nice. And what I noticed, the paper is really amazing. It feels thick and I don't know, high quality. So I'm dying to try something in here. And I see myself coloring these pages with watercolors, especially for backgrounds, because they are so floating and yeah, very, very unusual but interesting. Actually, I saw a few completed pages from this book and they looked just awesome. So yeah, very, very good finding. And again, this book I found in the thrift store, so it was cheap. Yeah, happy to have it. The next one is the latest book of Christine Caron, Wondrous Folk. And again, a very unique book in my collection because I've never colored grayscale illustrations, but her art style and her ladies and men are just so beautiful. And I also heard that a lot of colorists said that it's very easy to color illustrations with grayscale because you don't have to worry about shading, where to put shadows, etc. So actually Christine provided all of that. You just need to choose the right colors and color. So yeah, I really want to try to color in this book, because this is something just, I don't know, out of this world for me. I'm very curious to try this art style. Yeah, so this is Wondrous Folk by Kristen Karen. And the last, but not least, it's the latest Mythogoria book, Midnight Murderers by Alessandra Fusi. So when it comes to Mythogoria books, actually I decided not to buy new books from this series, because I just realized that I'm coloring only during the Halloween season in these books, and I already have 3 of them. So I decided that it would be enough for me. But when I saw a few illustrations from this book, I just couldn't pass through. So I went to the bookstore and I flipped through all the pages, and I fell in love, because they are not really gory. And I really love the main concept of this book. Each page, it contains a female character, and a lot of them, they just remind me about just some dark characters from the fantasy books, and some of them, they look like, for example, this one. This is just reminds me about Halloween costumes, etc. So it's not really scary. Yep. So I believe this Mythogoria book is pretty unique, and I love this concept. And yeah, can't wait to start coloring in this one. And if you haven't seen the pages from this book, I have a flip through on my channel, so feel free to check it out. And it was my last new book in my collection, and now let's move to the work in progress. Actually, in August, I started a bunch of pages. This period for me is so inspiring, this transition between summer and fall. I love this season, and yeah, I usually have a lot of inspiration. So I was in the mood to start a lot of pages. So the first one is In Circle of Life by Melpomene Hatsipanayotum, and this is the snake page. So I'm not a big fan of snakes, to be honest. They are very scary animals to me. But since this year is the year of snake, so I decided to color at least one page with this animals. So I started this page basing with water-based markers, mostly Crayola Super Tips and a few Tombow dual brush pens. Yeah, and I can show you a little bit closer. So this part, this head of the snake is completed. So this is effects I'm going to use to the entire illustration, so to make it a little bit more realistic. Yeah, and I'm planning to stick to this purple violet palette, and I used very pale yellow for background, kind of sand effect. Yeah, and I'm just planning to use just a few orange red shades for smaller snakes here. Actually, I really enjoyed the process, even if it's about snakes. Yeah, so hopefully I will complete this page by the end of the year. So it was my first work in progress in Circle of Life by Melpomene Hatsipanayotum. I have a couple of whips in Tropical World by Millie Marotta. The first one, oops, sorry. The first one is this double page spread. Actually, I started this part for a while ago, and I just continue working on this page. This is kind of relaxing coloring for me. Here I used my Tombow dual brush pens for basing and some Crayolas, and I completed this parrot just to understand the color scheme for this page. Did some shading here, yeah, but step by step I'm trying to complete this one. And the next page, again, some kind of experiments for me. So I decided to try metallic markers for background, and I actually I see this page as a wallpaper, you know, something like that. So I wanted to create this kind of pale background and then use a little bit brighter colors. And yeah, as you can see here, I started doing shading and highlights, and I used some gel pens to cover black lines, and it really makes this plants and berries pop up on the page. And in this case, I love how this pale background looks. Yeah, so it seems it looks a little bit weird on this side because there's no shading, just water-based marker base. Yeah, but when I started doing shading, it looks exactly how I want it. So yeah, and this color scheme is really autumnal, so it would be nice to complete this one in the fall season. So they were my two works in progress in Tropical World by Millie Marotta. The next one is in Twilight Garden by Maria Trolle, and this is untouched book in my collection, so I wanted to color at least one page, and I started this one. From the very beginning, I had this idea in my head to do just plain acrylic paint background, this bright blue, and then used warm green and yellow and brown tones for this tree, and make this cats white. So yeah, I'm sticking to this plan. So I did this acrylic background. Maybe I will add some splashes or dots or something, or maybe not. We'll see. But so far I like how it's turning out. Yeah. My first page I started in Twilight Garden by Maria Trolle. And the last work in progress is in Dark Fairy Tales by Kirby Rosans. So I've got a few new shades of watercolors, and I wanted to try them, so I decided to create this dark background for this page. And I have to say, watercolors works perfect in this book. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of using watercolors in my coloring books because usually the paper gets wavy or cranky. I don't know how to describe that. Yeah, but in this book they worked perfectly. So I'm planning to use more, especially for big areas here. Yeah, but I believe this experiment was successful. This side of the page, back side of the page looks just perfect. So feel free to use watercolors in this book. Yeah, it takes it very well. So yeah, it was my last work in progress in Dark Fairy Tales by Kirby Resents. Alright, so finally we are moving to completed pages, and I'm really happy to share all of them with you. The first one is in Circle of Life by Melpomene Hatzipanayotu, and this is this beautiful landscape. So this was my regular challenge with my lovely friend Victoria from Ukrainian coloring community. So this time we colored this night scene. Actually, I decided that this is the night scene because we have a moon and some stars. Yeah, so it was a little bit challenging for me to use kind of muted tones for everything because this is the night scene. Yeah, but in the end, I just love this picture. I love kind of limited color palette I used. So I try to use the same colors, but in a different parts of the illustration to make this composition nice. Yeah, so as usually, I used my Crayola Super Tips and Tombow Dual Brush Pens to base everything. Then my Prismacolors and Faber-Castell Alberjurers for shading. A lot of Sakura Moonlight for covering black lines. And of course, some metallic gel pens, some Posca for all these like decorative elements, for the stars, for these dots, this kind of water effects, etc. Let me show you a little bit closer so you can see this metallic gel pens for the stars. Yeah, and some details. I really try to color every single detail with love. So I'm very, very pleased with the final result. So yeah, it was my first completed page from Circle of Life by Melpomene Hatzipanayotu. The next book is very precious to me. So when I started coloring 3 years ago, I was dying to get this book. I don't know, I loved every single illustration. I love this topic about mythology and gods and some fantastic creatures. So I really wanted to get it, and when I got it, I kept it untouched because I really was afraid to spoil it. And finally, its time came, and I completed my first page in this book. And this is this Egyptian mythology Anubis god. And here I used Neocolor tools for background, but probably I used the wrong brush because I didn't like the effect. And then I covered pretty much everything with my Prismacolors here. Yeah, and again, for everything else, I based yeah, pretty much everything with Crayola Super Tips. Then I colored this picture with my Prismacolors, and I used dark brown colored pencils from some no-name set of colored pencils. I just like this tone of brown, and it really matches with different yellow tones. So I used that pencil for shading this kind of metallic elements, and again a lot of moonlight, sakura moonlight, for covering black lines. Now I also used some metallic marker for these ribbons and smaller objects, but it doesn't really like shine. But yeah, I just wanted to make these metallic objects more natural, so I used that marker. Yeah, and in the very end, I decided to add just a few this kind of shiny things from my acrylic paints. So yeah, I don't know, just for fun. There's no special purpose for that. Just wanted to add this golden parts to the background, and I also splatter some metallic watercolor for background here, just for fun. Yeah, took me a while to complete this one, a lot of details, and since I'm covering black lines, it usually takes much longer to complete the page, but I'm very pleased with the final result. So it was my first completed page in Mythomorphia by Kirby Resents. The next page I completed is in Shooting Star by Maria Trolle. And I picked this page for our regular challenge in Ukrainian coloring community. So the birthday lady from August, she picked the word care and the color green. So here I used a lot of green, and I decided to pick this illustration because this is definitely about care, how this beautiful girl, she cares about dying sun. This is what I imagined. So yeah, I even tried to show this, explosions on the sun surface. Yeah, and actually this is like a little bit painful topic for me. I really cares about nature and ecology, so when it comes to the earth or the sun and all problems around this, yeah, it makes me a little bit sensitive. So I wanted to show this care in this illustration. For background, I used my colored pencils to create this gradient. Then I based these leaves with Crayola Super Tips. Then using my Faber-Castell Albert Durers, I shade everything. Yeah, the most challenging part was this white flowers, because they don't really white, but with some kind of yellowish shade. So I try to create this effect here. Yeah, and I added a lot of magical dots around to show this magical atmosphere. And I also used my chunky glitter glue to add this beautiful shiny dots around the flowers. I just think they really suit this particular illustration. So yeah, it was my completed page in Shooting Star by Maria Trolle. And finally, I completed my first page in Dragon Spell. This is one of my favorite books in my collection, and I'm very proud of my completed page. It took me a while, but the final result is just stunning. And yeah, super happy about this one. So this is my masterpiece of the month, if I can say it. So the main idea here was to create, to make this dragon as a huge butterfly. So actually this scene it really reminds me about those periods when I went to my grandparents to the countryside, and yeah, we used to walk a lot in the forest, and there were a lot of different butterflies and insects and yeah, everything. So we were exploring the world, and yeah, it was a very good time. And I decided to show this warm atmosphere here. So this little boy, he's trying to catch this huge dragon butterfly in the forest. Yeah, so it really reminds me about very good times. So for this page, I used my Ohuhu alcohol markers to base everything here. And actually, even coloring with only alcohol markers, it looked very nice when I finished basing, but I decided to add some shading to make some objects pop up on the page. So for that, I mostly use my Prismacolors. A lot of Sakura Moonlight. As you can see, every single object I covered with Sakura Moonlight. And yeah, no sparkles here because it's busy enough without sparkles. And I also changed the pattern on this dragon's wings because I wanted to make it more similar to butterfly wings. So yeah, I changed some shapes here. This background is done only with alcohol markers, and I like this effect, so I'm planning to use them more, to practice more. Yeah, so probably my favorite page of the month, and maybe my favorite page in all my collection, because yeah, it was so fun, and again, it really reminds me about my childhood and that great time in the countryside. So yeah, it was my last completed page for the month of August 2025. And I hope to complete more pages next month, because as I mentioned before, this period is very inspiring for me. So I'm looking forward to coloring more in my books and to start coloring in my newly purchased books. So thank you very much for joining me today. Please let me know what page you like best. And if you have any questions about some techniques, etc., just leave your comments below this video. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.